Welcome viewers. How are you all? So today we are going to see the king of painting. So in the beginning of the story we are shown a painter named James who makes a very beautiful and exact painting of a girl on the roadside for just 80. Then a luxury car stops near him in which a rich bald man named Sam is sitting. And a beautiful girl Sina is sitting next to him. So the bald man throws 5,000 at James and says that your painting is sold. He asks for how much? So the bald man tells him 1 lakh, but yes, 95,000 is for my reputation. If you try to sell it, you won't even get 5,000. On which poor James becomes silent and tells Sam to leave. But he says, why, is this place bought by you? I can stay here whenever I want. And then James himself leaves from there. After which Sina asks Sam, why did you bring me here? To which Sam says that to make you realize that the decision you took to leave him and hold my hand was so right. Otherwise today instead of sitting in this wonderful car, you would have had to sit in that old car of James. After this, friends, we see James's car which is really very old. There is tape everywhere and the tire is also punctured. Due to which James kicks the car in anger and the bonnet of the car opens down which makes James more angry and he kicks it 2-3 times more due to which the doors of the car also break and fall down, friends. And the air also goes out of the rest of the tires which were fixed. Now from here we see a big hoarding in the middle of the city in which there is a poster of bald Sam that Sam is an outstanding painter. See friends, after this we see James going to his house and everyone in his area was a painter because they are taught painting since childhood. Now, because of so many painters, their area is quite colorful. But the thing was that no one appreciated their skills. All these painters were still underground. That is why the prices of their paintings were not that much. Very low. Now take the case of James. He did not have enough money to pay the rent of his house. Today, the landlord even comes to threaten James that if he does not pay the rent today, he will throw him out of the house. And then the money that James had given today, that bald man pays that rent and throws it to the landlord. On this, the landlord says that why so much attitude? This is the money of last month, right? Tomorrow this month will also be over. So James says that okay, then come tomorrow only. The landlord gets angry and he throws a bottle at James. But James catches it and then instead of hitting the landlord with the same bottle or instead of getting angry, he punches that bottle and keeps it aside. He has a pile of used bottles, friends, by selling them he earns some money to make a living. Then James goes to Max and this is Max, he is the owner of the art gallery. James talks to Max to give space to his painting in his gallery. But friends, no art gallery owner does this work for free and James does not have that much money that he can manage or give to Max. However, James gives him some money and says that he can take the rest of the money after the painting is sold. But Max reminds him that listen, you said the same thing last time too, but not even a single painting of yours was sold. I need money badly to burn the gallery. I cannot do charity work like this. But as you know, James does not leave him asking him to do his work. So Max says that suppose if I give you space to work for free. But do you have promotion funds? Hey, you do not even have money for expert fees and hospitality expenses. Look, exhibition will not change your fate. If you were really capable, then customers would take paintings from your house. Look, accept the truth that you are not a good painter. If you give me your paintings even for free, then I will not even put them on the floor of my house. On the other hand, look at Sam's paintings. Take the example of this painting of Sweet Peto. Seeing it, I felt like eating it. Tell me. Do you understand what I am trying to say? James says if you consider Sam a good painter, then it is your mistake. Max says that look, I know that he took away your ex-girlfriend from you. That is why you do not like him. But for me, he is a great painter because I earn from his paintings and if you follow my advice, then you will get a lot of money. So you should return to your hometown and do some decent work so that your life can go on decently. Becoming a successful painter does not seem to be within your reach. Then James says that it is just your thinking, understand. Other people like my paintings very much. Max asks who? So James tells Tina who works at the shop again and again. Yes, Max says but she is blind, right? How can you believe her words? After this we see Tina who is very beautiful in appearance. But she is blind, friends. She cannot see. To meet her expenses, she repeatedly works at the shop massaging the customers. Some massage etc. and some dirty type of customers also come here who keep harassing Tina without any reason. Like today these two scoundrels named Chango Mango have come to his shop. They hit Tina on the back and say tell me who hit her? Friends, this is how Tina is exploited. And when she gets angry, they say that we were just joking. But James sees all these things with his own eyes today. And then Chango Mango takes a narrow lane and quietly leaves from there. But James hits them so hard from behind that what should I say? And he gives advice that if you don't leave this thing then I will teach you a lesson. On which Chango Mango together beat James very badly. Friends, are you pretending so much? They beat him up and now Otina cannot see. That is why at night James shouts in front of her that did you hear the sound of my punches? I taught both of them such a lesson that they will never come here again and now they will not trouble you. After this James gifts heels to Tina. On getting this, Tina becomes very happy and tells that I cannot see since childhood, that is why my mom never made me wear heels but you gave them to me, so thank you. You are very good. Listen, don't fight with anyone again. James also says that you should leave the massage job. Why are you doing this? Then Tina also says that due to my inability to see, I am not able to do any other work. Okay, do one thing, when you become a successful painter, then support me. Then I will leave this job. Both of them talk sweetly and move forward to kiss. But James sees that his friend Tingo is staring at him. On which he says that now can't you go out in such a moment. So he covers his face with a painting. After this James again comes in the mood to kiss. But now Tina feels uncomfortable and says who is there in the room apart from us? Is there? Then James tells that this is just Tingo. His landlord has thrown him out of the house. So I gave him shelter. And then Tina also leaves without doing anything. She feels ashamed there. And the desires of James remain unfulfilled. After this, he talks to Tingo on the rooftop while drinking alcohol, smoking cigarettes, and other things. And here James comes to know that Tingo has a crush on a social media influencer whom he loves very much. He sends her gifts online and now he has also started a side hustle. Friends, he buys a lot of lottery tickets because whatever money he gets, Tengu knows that nothing will happen from it. I will just keep giving gifts to my crush all my life and she will get married to someone else. Now both of them live on the rooftop by sharing their talks like this. Now suddenly James wakes up in the middle of the night and he sees something strange flying in the sky. Like a flying saucer from which 3 aliens come out and land on the adjacent roof. James does not believe it for a while. Then he tries to click their photo secretly. But the donkey forgets to turn off the flashlight. That is why the aliens run away from there in a hurry and leave one of their devices there which is glowing. The next morning he tells everything to his friend Tingu. But he does not believe his words even a bit. On the contrary, he says that whatever you are saying is the effect of my painting which I have kept on your bedside. Look in it, there are 3 aliens. There is UFO etc. That is why you must have had such a dream. Understood? Saying this, Tingo goes to work friends and then James's eyes fall on the same device of the alien which was glowing at night. But now it looks like a normal pencil. Then James also goes to work. He is sitting on the roadside and making paintings of people and then his pencil stops working. Then James remembers that yes, that is Alan's pencil, I use it. And he first peels it and draws a stone on a rough page. But what happens after this, friends, makes James' mind go crazy. That pencil converts into Shakala's bum pencil because a stone comes out of that page. He thinks of trying once again whether this pencil is really magical. So for this he draws an apple on a paper and in reality that apple comes out of the paper which James also eats and it gives the feel of a real apple. That's why friends, he immediately takes the apple to Tingu and then takes it home with him. There he tells Tingu to do one thing for me, give me a kick. I want to believe whether I am still dreaming or this is reality. So Tingu gives a kick and James gets a very strong injury which confirms that this is not a dream but this is reality. After this he shows the magical pencil to Tingu. He tells that brother this was of an alien who left it in a hurry last night and ran away. Because of this whatever I am drawing is becoming real. So Tingu says wait brother I will call 120 and call an urgent psychiatrist for you. James says believe me brother. Okay tell me what do you want right now? I will make it for you. So he says I want a gold bar, bring it to me. And he immediately draws a 24-karat gold bar. But nothing is happening. Friends James says wait a little brother. Tingu says no and there is no need to wait. Come I will take you to the hospital. While saying this friends Tingu throws that paper out of the window and then he hears the sound of a man screaming. Both of them look out of the window and are surprised because the man's head was broken. Blood was flowing from it. The man angrily says you bastards wait a little. You hit me with such a big brick. But as he goes to throw it, he sees that it is not a normal brick but a gold bar. And on seeing this, the man says, no son, nothing happened, I don't want anything. Saying this, he immediately runs away with the gold bar. Now seeing this, Tingu is completely surprised. He tells Jem to draw again and this time make a pancake of gold. As soon as the drawing is completed, within a short time, a gold pancake appears in front of them. Seeing this, tears come in Tingu's eyes and he says that brother we have become rich. And then James interrupts him that no we have not become rich. Because I got this pencil, I have become rich. So Tingu says that son, if I had not invited you to drink on the roof last night, then would you not have seen the alien and neither would you have got this pencil in your hands. After a lot of argument, James says that hey, we are brothers, friend, what is mine, what is yours? Just remember that no one else should get to know about the pencil. Otherwise, we will be left with nothing. And yes, we will have to maintain a low profile. Yes, if we suddenly become rich in front of the world, everyone will get suspicious. Also, if the aliens come to know, it will be bad. Isn't it? Who knows what they will do to us? Now, after talking so sensibly, friends, James immediately draws what? Guess what? He draws a magnificent villa, which could not fit in his room. That is why it comes in real in the empty space outside, due to which the people around gather there, wondering how this happened suddenly. Such a big villa was not there here before. Are we having some illusion? Then a police vehicle also arrives here, which had crossed from here 5 minutes ago, and on their return they see this villa, which confuses them, that there was no villa here 5 minutes ago. Then where did this come from? Anyway, let's go and see who was its owner. Seeing all these activities, James and Tingo were shocked that tell me friend, we had thought of keeping this a secret but it has come in front of so many people. James thinks that if I have drawn this then I can erase it too. And then his eyes go to a small button in the pencil, on pressing which a pink light glows in it which is used like a vacuum cleaner. It pulls the villa drawn on the paper inside it. Due to which all the people present there are surprised that what happened? Earlier there was no villa here. Then it appeared and then disappeared again. After this James and Tinko go inside their house and decide that this pencil is very risky. We will use it only after thinking. We have to make money first and then use it again. We have to build a house with the money. So James says that yes we have to draw 20 million. But Tinko says that no friend this is too less. We have to buy 2 villas in which we have to hire butlers. We have to hire 2 drivers for roll rides. We have to hire 3 maids for doing the housework. At least 200 million is needed. Saying this he takes the pencil from James's hand and writes 200 million on a paper. But only the number 200 million comes out of the paper. Not money friends, which makes them disappointed. And then James imagines 200 million rupees properly and draws a very nice bundle of photos and then slowly the money starts coming in real. But their rented house is very small. The house gets filled with notes but 200 million is not complete. After some time the landlord comes and attacks all the tenants that whoever has not paid his rent today, I will throw him out of the house right now. So he thinks of starting with James. That is why he calls him to come. But friends, what he sees next blows the landlord's senses. James and Tingo come wearing very thick red and blue colored clothes and shout in style. Seeing this, the landlord asks if she is not feeling hot in such strange clothes. She says yes, she is feeling hot. Very hot. The landlord says then take them off. But James repeats his own dialogue to the landlord that this is the thinking of poor people. We are not poor. He orders a very big cooler which cools the entire area. After this, he calls some people who have suitcases full of money in their hands. And then Tingo announces that brothers and sisters, you all have left your homes and come to this city to become artists. That is why you are not able to pay the rent properly. We will pay the rent of all of you for the next 100 years today itself. From now on, you should focus on your goal without worrying, which leaves everyone speechless. Friends, what has happened to him? But he is very happy with their work, so he thanks them by clapping. Then James and Tingo sit in Rolls-Royce with their staff and leave to buy a villa. Where they go, Sam has already gone with his girlfriend Sina to buy a villa. The price of a villa there is 15 million. But Sam's budget is 10 million. That's why he talks about buying a cheap villa within his budget. But Sina liked that 15 million villa very much. But when he sees James and Tingo coming here, he insults them. Hey, you don't get a sack of rice here brother, so James shuts him up by saying that they have come to buy a villa worth 40 million. That too not one but 2. One for himself and one for Tingo and I will get the sack of rice from you. At night, James brings his blind girlfriend Tina to his villa and makes a lot of arrangements to surprise her. But she had already heard from people that James has bought a villa worth 40 million and now Tina cannot see the beauty of this villa with her own eyes. For which James had arranged a lady who was telling her about every specialty of this house. In the joy of buying his villa, James had also invited a lot of guests. Here Tingo had invited his social media influencer crush because now he wanted to spend not just a date but his entire life with her comfortably and he could afford all the things. In front of everyone, James proposes Tina for marriage. Tina refuses and goes away crying. James follows her and wants to know what the problem is. He says we both like each other, right? So Tina tells him that I still like you. But I cannot see you being made fun of in front of the world. If you marry me, people will say all sorts of things that look, such a big and successful artist married a blind girl. Then James explains to her that I did not achieve all this because of being an artist. Rather, this happened because of Alan Shakala's role in the pencil. And when James tells all this to Tina, she says, oh, if it is so, then make eyes for me. I will be able to see the world. That's why the next day, friends, James draws eyes in front of Tina and Tingo in his villa, which instead of going into Tina's eyes, comes on Tingo's shoulder, which James then quickly raises. Now Tina becomes sad that this is not working. Then James and Tingo start thinking about it. They apply the force and after 5 hours of continuous hard work, they draw the entire Tina on paper. But they are also afraid that what will happen if another Tina is created while this Tina is there? But what happens, friends, is that first the original Tina disappears and then a Tina with eyes emerges from the drawing. On the other hand, there is a stir in the media because the eyeballs of the most beautiful Hollywood heroine named Maria suddenly disappeared, due to which she is immediately brought to the hospital in an ambulance. And not only this, after this the media people find some more such cases. Like Mr. Wang, whose villa had suddenly disappeared, is interviewed. He tells that last Friday when I was watering the flowers in my yard, suddenly my villa disappeared for 10 minutes and then came back. Just like magic. Why did this happen? How did it happen? I don't know, but it was definitely something. After seeing this, a boy also comes forward who tells his experience to the police that when I was traveling with my girlfriend in my boss's Rolls Royce, suddenly my car disappeared and we both fell on the road, which was going at a speed of 80 km/h. I fell in the middle and got injured at the back. Now what can I say? The pain is so much that I don't know what to say. Mr. Wang's bill was returned, but my car has not been returned yet. Now how do I explain this situation to my boss? I am not able to understand anything. The police then watch the footage of the bank cash robbery, and what is seen in it, friends, 200 million cash disappeared just like that. They get shocked. This was not all grief that a report of the amusement park's hot air balloon going missing comes. Due to the sudden disappearance of the hot air balloon, tourists fall from the sky into the river. And here we see James Tinggu and their girlfriends enjoying themselves in the same hot air balloon. Apart from this, these four also roam around many places. Both of them go to Max's gallery, and there they donate 5 million to Max's art gallery. Due to which Max gives them VIP treatment and also decorates their paintings in his entire art gallery. Seeing James' progress doubling by day and quadrupling by night, Sam is now very jealous. He is in a bad state and he vents his anger on his girlfriend Sina. He also fights with her a lot that you chose me over James because I was more talented and rich. But see, now he has moved ahead of me. Now you must be regretting your decision. Go to him. Then friends, Sam sends his men after James to find out. After all, which painting did he sell that made him so rich? And then it is revealed that there was no such thing. Neither did he sell any painting nor did he win any lottery, which makes Sam think that James must have definitely looted the bank, and he tells the police these things, that James might have looted the money. The scene shifts to the day of the painting exhibition when everyone praises James' painting. They say that even the fake coin of a rich man is not accepted. But friends, during the auction itself, two policemen come and arrest James and Tengu and take them away. Because they came to know that the notes that have disappeared from the bank and the money with which James and Tinggu bought the notes, both have the same serial number. They are talked to in the police station, they are questioned. At first, both of them are surprised that how can this happen? How can the serial numbers of both be the same? We have not even stolen anything. Then the matter of Rolls Royce comes up. Both James and Tinggu say that we have not stolen any car. And then the policeman asked them for a reset of the car purchase. But they had not bought any car. It came from a magical pencil. But now they cannot tell this thing openly. That is why they say that we have some superpowers. You tell us what you want? We will bring it right away. So a policeman says like this, that I want a Ferrari. So then friends ask for the model, and after that ask for privacy because they cannot show their superpower to anyone. After some time they are allowed to stay in a big room, where James and Tinggu draw a cool red Ferrari. And they hear the sound of the car from that room. When the police go inside and see such a cool Ferrari there, they are stunned. After which they have to leave James and Tinggu. A lot of media gathers outside. James is asked about this. He says that we just came to help the police. Then James and Tinggu also investigate whether it is true that whatever we draw with that magic pencil, instead of being created by magic, just teleports from somewhere else and comes to us. That is, it is not a pencil that creates but a pencil that teleports. When Tina comes to know that my eyes, that is, the eyes that are on me, are the eyes of someone else who is currently blind, she feels very sad, that is, for that actress Maria. On the other hand, the police also come to know that the Ferrari that James had brought in parked today with his superpower has disappeared from a store. But there is no law related to superpowers, friends, so what punishment will they give to James? So he tells the whole matter to his higher officer. He is also very surprised and he asks for some time to take the right action. For now, he asks these two policemen to keep an eye on James and Tinggu. After a while Sina comes to James. Seeing the marks of beating on her face, James gets scared and asks what happened. Then she tells James while drinking that Sam has done this to me because he is not able to see you. It means he is not able to see your progress, that how can you become a billionaire? Now he cannot kill you, that is why he beat me up and also broke up with me. I am going back to my hometown tomorrow. But before going, I thought that I should meet you and apologize. I was very wrong. I chose that Sam instead of you. I had become greedy at that time. And then James also drinks and confesses the truth to her, that I was too crazy about painting at that time. I was neither able to give you time nor fulfill your needs. When your dad had an accident, I could not even afford 5,000 for his surgery. Now if any other girl would have been in your place, she would have left me. So Sina says let's not forget about the past. Now you have become a great painter. You don't lack anything. Jem says yes, and I am not a great painter. This is the magic of the alien's magical pencil. He opens his locker and shows him the pencil, and Jem sees the same thing sitting at his home because he had put a hidden camera on Sina's clothes about which Sina doesn't know anything. Next morning when James wakes up, he sees that Sina is gone. But Tina and Tengu have surrounded him because police officers have come to the house. Seeing this, James goes to another room, where he discusses with Tina and Tengu that last night I was having very bad dreams. It seems something bad is going to happen because of that pencil. Ever since I came to know that pencil is not magical but works as a teleporter and we are holding someone else's things, I am feeling very guilty. So Tina also says yes, I also feel very bad for Maria. Last night they were showing in the news that Maria has tried to commit suicide many times because she does not want to live without her eyes. Her eyes were the best part of her beauty. Anyway, I just wanted to see the world which I have seen. Now even if these eyes go back I will not feel that sad. At the same time there is also Tengu's influencer girlfriend who accidentally hears all their conversation. Then she also advises that we should tell everything to the police. Along with this all the drawings should be erased. But Tengu does not agree because he does not want to become poor again, nor does he want to lose his girlfriend at any cost. Then his girlfriend herself explains to him that look, I did not like you because of your money, but you are very good at heart. You were continuously sending me gifts for many years. So you are not one of those who give up. This is what I liked about you very much. Even if this wealth is lost, I will still be with you. After this, despite not being completely willing, Tengu agrees to return the pencil. Then James tells the police the whole truth and opens the locker and shows the pencil. But the pencil is not there in the locker, which surprises everyone. So now here in the flashback, we see that when James and Sina were talking about their hearts in the night under the influence of alcohol, Sam came here who took the pencil from the locker and forcibly took Sina with him because both of them were unconscious. However, the policeman saw Sina and Sam leaving. So Sam told them that this is my girlfriend. She was here so I came to take her. After this we see Sam whose dream was to become the world's greatest art dealer. That is why he draws an ultra-modern exhibition center which he wants to make the world's premier art hub, where top artists from all over the world will exhibit their paintings. So Sam thinks that I also want to become rich, so why not draw money? But then he thinks that I need things. I can draw directly from that too. He always wanted to become the king of a country. That is why, friends, he draws a kingdom. But he does not want to make Sam Sina the queen of that kingdom. He wants to keep her as a prisoner and wants to give the position of his queen to a very beautiful girl. He unknowingly draws Alice, the winner of a beauty pageant, who suddenly disappears from the stage and reaches him. She gets scared at first to see Sam and his two lackeys in such strange costumes. When Sam says that from now on I am your master, she slaps him hard in anger. Sam's nose bleeds and then Sam orders his lackeys to arrest Alice. Just then James and his friends reach there with the entire police team. They immediately ask Sam to erase all this because this idiot had built his kingdom on the airplane runway, due to which the airplane was facing a lot of difficulty in landing. Sam says okay, I will build my kingdom somewhere else. So the officer says you will not do this because everything made with this pencil is stolen from others and this is a kind of theft and stealing is a crime legally. Understand? From which Sam understands that if we draw anything, the laws of the earth will apply to us. That is why if we leave this planet and shift to Pandora, then we need a spaceship to go there. So friends, he looks at a book and draws a spaceship which brings the same flying saucer of the alien which had come earlier in the beginning of the movie, and they do not even realize what they have done. But James recognizes that this is the same UFO from which the aliens had landed and his pencil had fallen, and indeed friends, this time also the same 3 aliens land from it. They grab James by the throat and lift him up, and then James points towards Sam who had drawn a tank so that he can blow up the aliens along with the police with a bomb so that no one can come between Sam and the magical pencil. But the aliens even turn the mouth of the tank with their tentacles, due to which if it fires, the bomb will blast right there. And then Sam and his 2 lackeys decide to apologize to the aliens. But they start beating those 3 and then Sam returns their pencil to them. The alien gets very angry that you have peeled my device and he is about to kill Sam. But then James comes in front and accepts his mistake that I had peeled this pencil. I thought it was a pencil. Now everyone thinks what will happen to James. They will surely kill James. But what happens is the opposite, friends. The alien says that this planet also seems to be like our planet. There are some bad and greedy people here too, but there are some good and honest people too. That is why we are going. We will not cause any harm. So then James says, alien Bisabe, race all these things too so that the things go back to where they were. So the alien presses a button due to which this kingdom, gold brick, bank money, car, even Sam's clothes etc. go to their original place. Due to which Sam and his 2 sycophants get very embarrassed that it was good that we were wearing underwear. Well friends, there was no law related to alien devices but Sam kidnapped Tina and tried to force himself on Alice, so the police arrested him. Tina's eyes also go back to actress Maria. Everything becomes the same as before and they again start living their life of hard work. That means friends, there is no shortcut in life. Rest you tell me what do you have to say about this movie? Tell me by commenting. See you in the next video. Take care. And finally thanks for watching.